Hey all, welcome back to Dream Drop Distance. Today we're going to visit the resting place of the final keyhole of sleep in the Symphony of Sorcerer.
Now, actually, I was doing a lot of research about Fantasia for this world, and I found out that in its original release, Fantasia didn't actually do that well. See, the plan was that they were going to release the film over in Europe, where it would have made a lot more money. But at the time, World War II was going on, so they weren't able to release it over there. And actually, they had to disassemble a lot of the sound stages from the original run of Fantasia in order to help the war effort. So only in like re-releases and home media and things like that were they able to make back the cost on Fantasia. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Well, I imagine home media would have helped you out a lot in that regard.
Well, yeah, but this was like the 40s. I don't think it was feasible at that point.
Ye old VHS didn't exist back then.
Yeah, you have to go up to like the 1940s Blockbuster, bring home like 12 reels.
Anyway, what's your history with Fantasia, mate? Honestly, I never got around to watching the whole thing until maybe a month or two before we recorded this.
I have actually seen this, but it was a long time ago. I saw it in high school. I don't know why we watched it in English class. I guess she didn't want to teach. I don't know. But the thing is that this is what I remember about it. This was the thing is that you know that one scene in Fantasia where like the topless naked centaurs are like going through the forest and things like that.
I vaguely recall it, yes.
Okay, well they didn't have any nipples, so there wasn't really anything to see. But this is what they did. The teacher. They were so afraid of parental backlash at, culture. They put up a fucking, piece of cardboard in front of the screen whenever these women were on screen. I'm sitting there going, really, dude? They don't have anything.
There's nothing to see, there's nothing on show, and Mickey Mouse doing black magic and conjuring lightning bolts didn't set him off?
I say, I do declare, I am taking this world for my own, I say.
And there were no roosters trying to take over civilization in that cut of Fantasia.
I like how he got punked by Spellican almost instantly.
That's Sora, folks.
Is this... Am I back at Master Yensid's tower?
Now here's what I don't get. This particular world, the Fantasia areas, they're in sleep. But this part is also in sleep. But clearly we've been in Master Yensid's tower when it's not in sleep. I don't really get it.
Maybe you should just purchase a copy of the Master Script for Dream Drop Distance. Maybe it'll have like little footnotes that explain all this.
Does it come with a free red pen so I can mark in it a bunch?
No, you'd have to pre-order to get that.
That's the, that's the GameStop bonus.
Pre-order Kingdom Hearts 3, get a statue of Nomura.
I'm Mickey, the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
See, this is what happens to me whenever I listen to Steely Dan.
We should have listened. We should have listened to the Moral Guardians. Heavy metal has corrupted even the most incorruptible of mascots.
The king was still in training? So, does that mean this world is sleeping?
Yeah, they don't really explain why they're in Master Yensid's tower, even though it exists in real life. I don't know.
Yeah, I figured it was just more to do with memories and actual sleeping worlds.
Well, memories might be a good explanation for that, actually.
You know there's going to be someone much smarter in chat who rubs this in our faces, right?
Probably.
Monsters possess that music, and he's releasing darkness that stops...
I say, I do declare I believe country is my favorite genre.
I will make country the ultimate musical genre.
That took on like a little bit of Christopher Walken there for a bit there.
Get with the fucking voices. Oh, here is the walking. It's crazy.
Well, you know what I'm going to say. Needs a little bit more cowbell.
I'm done. See ya.
Peace out. That was a great playthrough. We're done. A sound idea is something that's highly marketable, like Twitter or Facebook, but you could just go ahead and copy those. I'm sure that'll work out.
You know what's not a sound idea? Diluting your fan base by releasing a few spin-offs instead of the main third installment of the fucking franchise.
Yeah, well, at least, thankfully, they're finally getting around to doing it, I hope.
Well, they're apparently showing off Kingdom Hearts 3 at Tokyo Game Show this year.
Well, hopefully it's got a different, I hope it keeps the command deck, because the command deck is easily the best idea Kingdom Hearts has ever had. Do not fuck with that. Like this game did.
I heard it's going to be like a mix of two with ideas taken from the handheld line.
Now, about that logo back there, I was doing my research, and apparently, in the original Fantasia, the logo doesn't actually show up until the intermission. Like, just in case you walked in the theater, you had no idea what movie you were seeing. You had to wait till the halfway point. Oh, Fantasia, okay.
Just like how The Dark Knight only showed its title at the end. God, will the tricks of the film industry never cease?
Another thing I found out was that, apparently, Disney's original plan for this was to update Fantasia every few years with a new segment, sort of like a prototype Call of Duty kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how well that would have worked out, but it would have been interesting.
Well, they did get up to Fantasia 2000, so I guess they made enough money. So.
Yeah, that was the one with the celebrities in it, wasn't it?
That one I have not seen, but I've not heard good things about it.
I think Steve Martin was in it. Well, I mean, I like Steve Martin. I'm not enough to watch Fantasia 2000, but still.
Well, if they had to adapt it into Kingdom Hearts, would Steve Martin be a boss or something?
That would be utterly terrifying.
Okay, one of the cool gimmicks about the Symphony of Sorcery is that when Sora and Riku go into the storybook or the music book portion of the world, they don't talk except during cutscenes, and I'm talking about like sound effects here. It's all like remixed, so it's basically musical notes playing out for every action.
Yeah, I really like that, actually. I think that was a really cool way to approach this world. So most of the focus is on the music from Fantasia, and I really like the effect, actually. One problem, though, is that since they don't play the normal sound effects, if your health bar starts going down, it goes to red and flashing, you don't hear the noise to notify you, so you do want to watch that and make absolutely sure.
Although that's our problem, not the game's. And this is actually based on the Pastoral Symphony section of Fantasia, which is pretty cool, and the music, which, interestingly enough, does not have a battle version, it just flows naturally, is, I believe, Symphony No. 5 by Beethoven.
Now, you also want to watch out, especially if you didn't level up enough, like I did. If
oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the enemies significantly get tougher. Like, they jump up in difficulty. They have more health, they do more damage, so you really want to watch out if you didn't grind.
Especially if you're using, like, low-level Dream Eaters, like, I'll be honest, I am during this playthrough. And what's a music-based world without a musical-based reality shift? This is Melody Catcher, and it's basically Elite Beat Agents Light.
Yeah, fortunately, you don't have to get a perfect on these to activate the flower. Like, I've messed it up, the first few times. I'm like, how the fuck do you even do this? Because, you should let me near a stylus, obviously.
Speaking of, how's Dream Team working out in that regard?
Dream Team is actually going really well. It is a lot like Bowser's Inside Story. It's like they're trying to reload it, kind of make it better. And I'm sort of on the fence about that, but overall, I am enjoying it quite a bit.
Awesome, awesome. Now Glide, obviously a mainstay in the Kingdom Hearts universe. Sora can actually get Super Glide. On the other hand, Riku is stuck with regular old Glide, and from what I've seen, Super Glide essentially makes flow motion a less viable option, because it's much faster than you can ping off walls.
Well, that's true, but even then, flow motion is still way too slanted as being the movement option of choice, in my opinion, in this game. See, I don't know how you can grind on clouds, but apparently Sora knows some trick I don't.
Grinding on clouds? You want to be careful with your choice of words in this fanbase, mate.
Grinding on clouds, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Now, you'll notice that there's Pegasi enemies here, and there were Pegasi in the start of the Pastoral Symphony, so, it's using elements of a film in a slightly askew way, and the last thing I'll say about the Dream Eaters, or Nightmares in this area, is that fuck the Ryu Dragons. They are bitches.
They are pretty annoying, yeah, and there's also this countdown bomb that I have never been able to figure out how to stop from blowing you up. Look, just as long as the Pegasi aren't running around with their tops off, alright? I don't want to put cardboards in front of the playthrough because of the kids.
Future generations of many Helldragons will be cardboard-less in their viewings of Fantasia.
Sometimes I do think about the average age group of the people that watch our playthroughs, and I'm sitting there going, man, I say the F word all the time, and some of these people probably don't need to be hearing that.
Well, it's YouTube. Use it at your own discretion, really.
Yeah, if you're on here already, you've probably seen enough worse stuff.
And I'll just add to the problem. Fuck, fuckity fuck. You corrupted yet? You feeling it? No? Good, bye-bye.
Well, you are in America. Oh, okay, well, maybe you're not actually in America.
I'm not sure what the rainbow things are meant to represent thematically in this game, but in the movie, I believe at the end of the Pastoral Symphony, the goddess Iris pulled the rainbow across the sky, and we'll get to the reason why during the end of Sora's thing.
Well, in the game, there are obviously more cool things to do your awesome flow motion off.
True, true. Ah, here's the bit you were on about.
Yeah, this is where, in the movie, the topless centaurs that shall not be named were brought up. But actually, I really like this area, and it kind of actually reminds me a bit of, like, Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, you know that area at the end of the game where, okay, it was multicolored. You know, it had colors. I haven't seen color in a long time. That's what it reminds me of.
Oh, End of the World, that bit where you drop down into the portal.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of calls back to that a little bit. I mean, here they've got, like, you know, the air currents going up with the flower petals, and that looks nice otherwise. But yeah, it really does remind me a lot of that area from Kingdom Hearts 1.
It's like, I like the emphasis on wide open areas with more to explore, but the whole platforming aspect kind of took it in the arse when you introduced, you know, the ability to jump up a wall infinitely.
That'll especially come into play, near the end of the game. I'll point that out when we get there, but that was just too funny for me.
I'm not sure if you had to do that to quell the storm, but you could have just jumped off a wall. You don't need a bouncy tornado or anything.
Just slight nitpick, I kind of wish the music was still like a loop, as opposed to just coming to an end, and then playing another song again, but oh well. I guess even the video game orchestra needs a moment to rest, don't they?
They're digitized, they're not unionized.
Their rights don't mean shit to me. Look, stop giving me the evil eye. I don't know what your deal is with that.
Okay, here's the exact area you were on about.
Yes. Oh no, watch out! Get the cardboard!
Reality shift, cardboard sensor.
Just put like a big annotation on this video and call it cardboard that they can turn off just in case.
Put it over Sora, he is far too lewd to be a lad. Look at those short shorts.
Yeah, man, you know, this is just some X-rated stuff here. Oh!
Oh, I see what you did there.
Beautiful, yes, I am a beautiful king. Thank you.
Clapping intensifies. Anything else to say before we sign off for this part?
Nope!
Good, see you next time.